I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know what Jenkins is talking about. He likes Weaver right now. I don't know why. I don't like Weaver right now.
I don't like anybody likes Weaver.
Well, apparently Yuragi likes Weaver.
Doesn't? Maybe they just picked it for him.
I mean, I was theory crafting that maybe they put in W and they were looking for Wind Ranger or Winter Wyvern, and they ended up picking Weaver instead.
Let's play some nice Wraith King. Oh, I misclicked. Sorry, Yuragi. Yeah, you're gonna have to skitter, scatter, Peter Patter your way to victory.
Nice flame break. It's on 2. Toronto, Tokyo. He may have gotten that bounty rune, but he will be giving up a bigger bounty in the first blood. Going to Taiga, though, not to the BZM Void Spirit.
Nightfall went for this rune? Isn't he? He's gonna get messed up here. He's another flame break.
Get flame braked.
Well, maybe Seb doesn't want to waste it. Smart idea. He's gonna have to TP though. Man, BetBoom got destroyed on the runes because Yuragi got both bottom ones. So that's 3 runes OG's way, plus a first blood, plus a teleport forced out from Nightfall, plus they won the exchange, plus they have a Weaver.
Yeah. Wait. No. Minus they have a Weaver.
Weaver's a great hero, man.
Okay, why did they pick it? Please explain. You're a smart guy.
Wow.
Give me all the good reasons to pick Weaver. Especially in this game. His microphone is not muted, guys, just to let you know.
I mean, I think the Lincoln's Gleipnir Weaver is pretty annoying for BetBoom because the Gleipnir shuts down the Breaker and the Storm, and then they don't have really good Lincoln's procs on the Weaver, right? So you're like, yeah, Spear Breaker's annoying for Weaver, but Lincoln's destroys the Spear Breaker Weaver interaction for a long portion of the game. You can't ever charge him. How do you actually ever stun him? So I think if Yuragi gets to those 2 items, he's looking pretty damn good.
He does. Oh, and he's going to get the other kill with the skewer hit. Taiga, he'll fall as well. Double kill for Pure. I would say one of the upsides to picking Weaver is to win your lane.
Yes. Cyril tends to be a pretty strong laner. Though the laning did get nerfed. The Sakuchi cooldown nerfs really hurt his laning presence. Toronto, Tokyo is just bashing the hell out of Seb.
Bash. He's like, you know what? Seb, I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, not enough for the kill, apparently, somehow.
Do you think BetBoom had a talk after game 1 and GPK told Toronto, Tokyo to play like Seb?
Just need you to play like Seb. I'm going to pick you Spirit Breaker. Skewer back.
What does he do on Spirit Breaker? He bashes it.
Hit your bash button as many times as you can. Nice damage. Good trades. I mean, BetBoom, this off lane of Magnus Lugna is doing pretty damn well
this
early
is a strong
on.
lane. Very hard to beat this lane. I mean, Weaver is good at laning in the later levels. His level like 1 to 3 is honestly not great.
Yeah, it's like once you get level 5, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you get stuck getting there and you just die once or twice. It sucks. So Pure getting the most out of that exchange. Toronto Tokyo returns the bashes towards 7. They'll all walk off the grenades. Otis up at the 3-minute mark. He'll get traded on the side lanes. I feel like Pure is also probably more comfortable on these carry-off laners than the utility ones. I mean, he looked fine last game, but I feel like if he's going to thrive, it's kind of on his weird heroes, you know?
Sure.
He's like Pudge, Magnus, Odie, Shrax that he was kind of playing as carries anyway. I'd kind of be interested to see him go more towards that and just create another threat on the board for BetBoom. But then it's a question of where does the utility and the help come from on this team when you have 3 carries?
Taiga getting baited in, trying to get some of those last hits that the Pure and Save were denying.
And look at his build, man. 102 on the mag. For 2 points in Skewer. Pretty unorthodox.
Was that like a mid-fight level up just for the extra damage? There's no way you normally do that, right?
I think that fight happened when he was level 2, right? So we just really like Skewer, dude.
But Shockwave is your lane away ability.
Not the Pure. I mean, he's winning the lane.
That's true. Mid lane seems to be going pretty damn well for BetBoom as well. 23 and 3. BZM still kind of holding his own, especially if he gets refills on the bottle. It is looking like this top lane, DM's just going to be able to get a Vanguard and, as the panel was saying, start printing some money.
I mean, he got chain lightning again. I don't know how this keeps happening, but it just keeps happening. And it's not good, man. It's not fun.
Do you have to just start blocking your own easy camp?
Yes, you should.
But, like, what are the chances that it's a Harpy camp?
Well, it's always a Harpy camp. I mean, if it is, you just lose because it does an insane damage to Terrorblade.
Can DM win this 1v2? The Harpy creep?
Oh yeah, I guess they just outfought him with the wand and the... Didn't even use the Fairy Fire, but...
This is not good.
No, it's not.
Still, they're losing all these creeps. And Toronto Tokyo's still gonna die. Harpy lightning away.
Disgusting. Creep is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, I think you should block the small camps on this wave because I don't think you can ever pull the early minutes with Breaker versus Bat. It's basically never gonna. You're never gonna get that stack. You're never gonna be able to pull it. You maybe get like one half off at best, but you can't leave Terrorblade on the lane anyway. So
bringing the supports in, GPK pops the Fairy Fire. He's dead, but he can get the return kill, and that he will. The Spirit Breaker is sent home, but not before they trade off mid laners.
You got a lot of levels. There's level 4 on Breaker now.
I like the fact that he just fought. He was like, I can't run away anyway. I'm just going to get glimpsed back. So he just turned around and fought, and that actually is what allowed them to get the trade-off and kills in the first place. Shikuchi, but they had a sentry. If only...
Dude, he's level 3. What? Oh my god. Pure... And we're watching this mid, but Pure destroyed Uraki. Like, look at the denies. He has 20 denies. Uraki is level 3.
Oh, he's going to kill him.
He's dead.
Oh, the skewer didn't land, so he might be able to slip away into the trees for another one.
The Sakuchi cooldown's too big.
Oh.
This is... I feel like this game's just over based on what Pure just done down here. This is disgusting. This is actually disgusting. I feel physically ill looking at the level disparity down here. 30 and 20 at 6.5 minutes. What is Weaver doing in this game, Cap? He's level 3.5. Pure is 6.5.
I mean, your whole idea was to get Lincoln's Gleipnir, but if he can't get to the Lincolns in the first place...
This man ain't getting shit. He's going... he is going recovery Midas. Dare I say, Mortician's level Midas.
That is definitely a Mortician's
This is a zombie Weaver in this game, and it is up to OG to make space for him for the next 40 minutes, because this man has no future right now.
No future, damn.
I don't know how this happened. I mean, Mag is a crazy laner. You definitely have base damage advantage. They got the early kills, but Uraki had a lot of bonus gold early off.
Hit by the skewer and the RP. Uraki's done. I don't know how this man is going to mentally recover, let alone economically recover in this game. But Nightfall, well, if they can get the kill on the opposing carry, that'll make him feel a lot better. But Nightfall, he's standing tall, and he might be able to just hold this. In fact, he's going to chase down Taiga, too. Oh, man, it is all turning against OG now. Nightfall glimpse back, a little bit of extra magic damage, but it's not enough. Strength treads plus raindrop.
Plus that occult bracelet. This thing's just magic resist plus stats.
Yeah.
I really like this neutral item. I think it's one of the hyper value ones in these early games.
100%. Early magic resistance is super powerful.
It's crazy good. I bet BetBoom just getting everything they want. They're taking the fight to this Doom Harpy lane and winning it. That's crazy, because what is happening bottom is illegal right now.
Somebody call the cops.
Call an ambulance. Send Uragi to the hospital, man. I don't know if he has a pulse left.
Not an ambulance. They need a hearse.
Is he dead again?
Charge through. He's dead. It's not an ambulance. It's a hearse.
This is... Send a priest. Just say the blessings and let's move on. Oh my god, dude. He's so destroyed. He's a support. He's below the Bat Rider. Just go jungle, man. Just don't stop.
Weaver can't jungle. That's not a jungling hero.
I mean, well, he's not doing anything bottom. He's negative CS at this point. He's food.
Just stay in the fountain.
This is where you just yell at him, go do anything else.
I mean, he's not, my problem with this is he's not going to be able to get Lincolns until the Spirit Breaker that they picked Weaver into is just going to constantly be charging this Weaver.
I mean, Toronto Tokyo's 6. He's level 4. I don't think I've seen a carry get this destroyed in so long. Pure just putting on a goddamn clinic.
BZM trying to jump away, but the charge persists.
Oh, that Weaver's there.
Watch out.
Better run.
He's on the loose. They will be able to get the Spirit Breaker, drag him back into the rest of the team. Uragi gets the last hit, a much-needed one at that.
Yeah, that just... I mean, he just doubled his gold.
He almost did. That was, he got 260. That was 10% of his net worth right there, that kill.
I mean, the good news is that lane went so bad that the tower's dead, so now he can farm by his tier 2. And it's pretty hard to kill him by a tier 2.
Well, you say that. Again, I still think you just get one charge and then like Storm Spirit follows it up. Meanwhile, Nightfall, exact opposite situation here because Nightfall, no matter how much they pressure him, he could always fuck off and just go hit jungle creeps, you know?
I mean, he's Spirit Breaker
charge, DM, too many heroes here. Too many heroes.
Uh-oh. Save took that last year from GPK. That's dangerous, son.
Yeah, you're going to see another go when ready.
Yeah, you're going to see an empty seat. It's going to be you and next on the chopping block. I mean,
another charge, another zip.
Signal is green here for BetBoom to just run him down.
Go, go, go.
They know they're missing some ults, they're missing some heroes. Uragi did get a lot of space off this, and he's recovering. He's slowly getting back.
Almost has his hand of Midas, so close. Meanwhile, though, GPK. I mean, this man looks angry. He's looking also a little dead right now, maybe. DM running into the Ancient Creeps. It takes a little bit of damage. Toronto Tokyo gets in front of him. DM, he's trapped around the Ancients, but they're aggroed onto Toronto Tokyo. Storm Spirit did not die during the Doom. Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo is looking for another charge, but as soon as he does it, Taiga's going to glimpse him, so... He goes for it now. Glimpse goes. He does connect on the Doom, but not enough damage.
OG scrapping some kills out of this game as they wait for the Weaver recovery. As Pure continues to try and find stuff and whiffs an RP bottom. Seb gives him the old high five and says, "You're not a TI winner for a reason, son." I mean, what can Pure do with this league? Because that's the real question. Like, the Weaver will catch up. I mean, he will Midas his way there. It's okay. But the amount of net worth Pure has right now is ridiculous. This is going to be an incredibly fast Harpoon. If he just starts running around harpooning and slaying people, do you have an answer for that? I feel like that's when Mag is the scariest this patch.
For sure. And he's skewering people back into probably one of the best carries to take advantage of it. I think when you reposition somebody into Terrorblade, that is a terrifying prospect.
You are getting messed up for sure. And Pugna is also going to open up the towers for BetBoom, so 2 tier 1s down. That means they have space to operate with this fast Harpoon that Pure is finishing up in 30 gold. This has got to be one of the fastest Harpoons of the patch.
7,400, 7,500 net worth at 13 minutes.
It's just ridiculous, man. 4 kills on the lane, 115 CS. He's been clearing through the Ancients. He's level 11 and a half.
Pure. I mean, he was playing off-lane heroes in the carry position. Now he's playing carry from the off-lane. Show me that record. Yeah. 5 minutes faster than his patch average. Storm Spirit in some trouble here. Gets a little bit of heal from Safe, but Glim stops it and they hit him with the lasso. Nice charge, though. Bumps 2 of them. Still no follow-up damage as Pure is trying to get here with his Harpoon. They've all ran away on OG outside of his range.
A good little pickoff. Putting that Static Storm to use. Got to make sure you're using the spell off cooldown, ideally to shut down the Storm as much as you can before he gets to the later stages of this game. And it is going to be Orchid Rush for GPK, so he's going to be vulnerable in that sense. But the Orchid will be good versus this Midas Weaver who's trying to catch up. He's just going to be food on the map. GPK is going to be able to solo kill Yuragi for a lot of this game if he can get that Orchid up and running. It's just a question of how much space can OG continue to excavate before it closes in, because I do feel like at some point Pure is going to make his net worth felt in this game. Just a question of when.
After he got glimpsed back to bottom lane, he's going to take the side portal to return to top. So BetBoom, very, very single-minded here. Just like, we want to take this top tower. Probably an idea of just taking over this ancient area. Let the Terrorblade farm up.
OG are dodging him. Remember, they have 2 Midases and Devour.
Yeah, but do you think these Hannah Midases will pay off in the late game? Like, I think, I look at OG's lineup.
Midas pays off after a certain amount of time, Cap. That's literally how the item works.
Wow, that's a lot of hate. Okay, I was saying that OG, I think, have to win this game in the mid game. Because I think they're going to get outscaled by BetBoom, yes? Oh, come on. Magnus Terrorblade?
Yeah, they're probably getting outscaled.
Yeah, all right.
But I don't think it's I don't think it's necessarily the Mag Terrorblade. I think it's like the Breaker Storm that's going to be annoying for them. It's going to be like the Ag Storm in the Ultra Late with like the AoE Vortex that's just going to set massive charges up and stuff.
You're such a dick.
I'm serious.
Well, I mean, you're right, but you're right for the wrong reasons. So.
No, I think OG's lineup can, in theory, deal with a Terrorblade because you can doom him and like all in with the Void Spirit with a bug on him, and it's all this other.
Oh, the heal save! Keep Toronto Tokyo alive, but maybe he should have been focused on keeping GPK alive. Unfortunately, GPK didn't dance around enough, and DM did manage to latch him with the doom, and great remnant that pulls back in Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, BZM making it happen, and Seb is continuing to do Seb things in this game. This guy always finds an insane amount of farm.
Yeah.
That is one thing OG can rely on as he continues to keep up with his Weaver and build the utility here. Favis already done. Let's see what else. I love watching Seb itemize. He's one of the most interesting players to watch itemize because he thinks about it a lot, and he almost always identifies very specific reasons for his items. You know, like I want to be able to block this hero's spell in this instance. I'm gonna build an item to do exactly that.
Sure, I like the what he did last game with a Glimmer Cape plus.
Yeah, right. Like who else is gonna build Glimmer on Break on that game? That's interesting. It's one of the things that has made him as good as he is, and so he will continue his reign here with Pavis Glimmer Bat Rider. So building utility to buff up his cores is gonna put his faith in them. This is not gonna be one of those bots bullying BKB Bat Riders like we saw from, you know, Q earlier.
I think that is one thing is that Seb, he'll do some AFK farming as the support player, but I feel like it's always around a certain timing that he gets very active.
Yeah, I mean, he decides when he wants to farm because they can't fight, and when he wants to fight because they can't farm. And he's usually pretty fast at deciding between the two.
I'm just saying that I don't think he would ever go such a greedy build like that Bat Rider, which, you know, has its pros and cons to it.
Generally, yes. He does err on the side of utility and, like, buffing his other teammates, you know?
Yeah.
He's kind of a support player at heart, even when he was playing offlane. He was never a greedy offlaner. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
There's the Maelstrom done. So we are working our way to a Weaver that can have some impact. Still needs to get to that Linken's, though, because, again, the Storm Spirit and the Spirit Breaker charge are deadly for this Weaver.
Just needs that kit, and I still think it's going to be annoying in the fights for BetBoom. You can RP him and kill him, and they are at a decent lead. Orchid is also done for GPK, so that's why BetBoom are smoking up, going through the gate, trying to get a wraparound on OG if they know they're here, and put that Orchid to use. Also, Pipe picked up for Pure. He did not go Blink after the Harpoon to get more aggressive. He's just buffing up his other cores, putting his net worth into a crazy good Pipe for this game.
They're going to need that Pipe for Nightfall, but he's already dead.
Oh, what a
Got
find.
Doom, Static Storm. Now, that is a lot of abilities, so they can still fight without this. They have the RP onto 2 off of that charge from Toronto Tokyo, but where's the damage? Stormtear finally gets here, but he goes for a BZM instead.
The Glimmer.
They use the Nether Strike and stuff, but the Glimmer, yeah, it already gets him be able to disengage, and BZM's going to be out, but not the same for DM. Now they turn back into another great charge from Toronto Tokyo, and Pure. He delivered some hefty both damage and control in that fight. They win it easily without their Terrorblade.
Doing it all. Or are you saying it's the Terrorblade that's the problem for OG, right? Not the Spirit Breaker.
I said Terrorblade
Storm.
Magnus,
Oh.
which I believe Pure did do the most damage in that fight. Probably the most disable time as well.
I don't know. I feel like Toronto Tokyo destroyed him here. He had 2 really good charges. A good ult.
You just won't give me anything, will you?
I'm still resentful about that. No intelligence comment from that. The utility from Seb definitely paying off though, right? He's just trying to extend the fights for his cores, give him some breathing room. I mean, Yuragi does come in and die again, which was not going to help his item progression here as he puts number 6 on the board. BetBoom have just punished the hell out of this Weaver pick and said, how dare you pick this hero against us?
Silenced up. BZM. That is going to feel pretty bad, this Orchid timing.
And this is the killer combination that is, it's guaranteed on anybody in the game right now.
Yeah.
If you land the charge, you land the Orchid. The burst is crazy good, and the reach is crazy good as well. And it's going to open up the Roshan for your tag team over here. UKB done for Nightfall. Very confident, pretty much taking any fight. Static Storm will no longer control him, so you're going to have to doom this Terrorblade. But then you're not doing the Mag or the Storm, which kind of feels bad too, because they're doing so much of the control work in the engagement.
And if you do Doom Nightfall, I mean, you're also just talking about whoever gets doomed is also potentially going to get saved by the Pugna. Right? He's just sitting in the back getting these heals off.
It's a hard Doom game. Honestly, it's pretty hard. These are the games where Doom struggles, where there's just not a clear idea of how to take the fight, who you want to go on. It's pretty much you're just going to Doom whoever you jump, take what's in front of you, and that puts some control into BetBoom's hands. How they determine the fight engagements. Charge will connect.
The Orchid does expire, though, so got the Shukuchi off just, ooh, lasso, pull back into the Static Storm.
You're going to burn the Aegis or try.
We got saved, though, still with the heals, so he's totally fine. And Pure, if you can get the vision, the Harpoon is almost in range. Not quite.
This Glimmer Cape has really done some work. Like you said, though, what is OG building towards in the next 10 minutes here, though? Feels like the damage coming online for BetBoom is just going to be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to find the backline. I think that's going to be the biggest issue. Like, can OG find the Pugna? Can they find the Mag to start these fights?
I mean, if they were ahead 100%, right? If you had a Weaver that was ahead,
that's what the Weaver's designed to do.
Void Spirit, yeah, like they have pretty mobile heroes, but when they're behind, they're just running into a brick wall of frontliners between the Spirit Breaker and the Magnus.
That's why that laning phase just really killed this draft.
Yeah.
This draft excels at assassinating, but you can't assassinate when you're just getting destroyed.
Yeah, it might sting, Seb. Because they had a great Game 1 victory. Again, OG, they start off with a tie, but then went 0-2 in their second series, so they wanted to be able to bounce back in this Game 2, and Game 1 looked like it was going to be a great start of it. I mean, after all, BetBoom were 4-0 before that. It would have been really nice to complete the series with 2-0, and they still have a chance to do so, but it's going to be needing a really, really good execution of the next 10 to 15 minutes, and it all starts here with this smoke gank.
They almost caught Pure, but Pure's read on this game is just way too good right now. Might catch him again, but he's out of there. They're going to get
Nightfall instead. But Pure, yeah, he's got a BKB off, and the RP is in response, and they have to charge onto the two of them. There isn't going to be the Static Storm, but these heroes don't care. With the BKB already here from Nightfall, they're just throwing the damage around. Does manage to get the skewer straight into the Terrorblade. Bye-bye, Seb. And the control from GPK to make sure the Doom dies.
This game, those types of fights are just way too easy for Pure, man.
Yeah.
They're just putting these heroes on a platter and feeding them to Nightfall. Here's another one. Here's another one. It's a conveyor belt sushi buffet out here.
Yeah, you want to talk about like you know, the Underlord Uber moving people around? I mean, this Magnus is Uber Eats.
It's the pure DoorDash.
Yeah, he just delivers the food right to Terrorblade. Now they're going to take a tier 2. I mean,
He'll even top off his drink. Oh, look at that.
Full service here from the BetBoom team for Nightfall.
You know, watch this game. Why isn't Weaver a universal hero?
Because he's an agility hero.
As Tiger gets Harpoon. Yeah, but I mean, nobody was playing Weaver. He builds all these universal items, right? He's like a Lincoln's Atos buyer. So he likes the all stats.
I mean, he would be broken if he was a universal hero.
He's a bug.
That's... What?
You know, he's like a weird arachnid universal. Or arachnid creatures are universal.
What makes bugs universal?
They're everywhere.
I guess that's true. Is there another universe? Broodmother? Broodmother is a... Well, not a bug, but...
Yeah.
Broodmother is a universal hero.
I really feel like that he should be a universal carry.
Think Nyx Assassin should be universal too?
No.
I mean, why not?
That's ridiculous.
What, you're ridiculous. What the hell?
He's got carapace armor. Can't make him universal. Doesn't fit the lore.
Doesn't fit the lore. I hate you. Ooh, they actually want to take this one. That's a bold move. BCM starts the initiation because they found the Pugna, but it's not good enough. He got off the Decrepify, and he's good. Meanwhile, GPK is going to work on to Seb. Glimmerkeep again saving these heroes, and GPK actually needs a top off.
This fight doesn't look too bad for OG if they can reset.
Yeah, I mean, they killed the Pugna, so there's no mana fuel for GPK. He has to walk away.
Just too much committal to get there. BCM used everything. And Seb is so tanky, man. God damn, the Glimmer, the Solar, the Pavise, it's just so hard to cut through. His itemization has done work in these fights. Just OG can't get the payoff with the time being bought. Aegis will expire for GPK. He has an Arcane Rune up his sleeve. This is deadly on Storm right now.
Got him.
And there's the buffet. It's turned back on. Nightfall claims another plate.
Eat your heart out, Nightfall. Can go for tier 3 next. And a Scotty complete just in time for this push.
I mean, the Blink Harpoon Skewer is such a good threat right here for BetBoom. OG just, they don't have the items, they don't have the levels to answer right now. Pure is getting everything he wants. And the search radius is so damn big.
Tried to get the Harpoon, but BCM had already started his own initiation. Whole team helping to try and finish it off. So.
Good news here for OG is, I mean, there's space for Yuragi to recover.
Well, it's not enough space. It's looking like they do get a really good Static Storm. That's on 4 different heroes right now. Yuragi
triple bug,
trying to put out the damage where he can with a Maelstrom, but it's a little sad against that pipe. G managed to get the charge. Nether Strike control onto BZM. They pull him back in. They finish him off. And they get the heals onto Pure. He's not dying, even with that Doom on him. The heals come out, and they do manage to get on top of Sape, but no, Decrepify. He actually walks away. Now he tries to suck a little bit off of DM. Taiga chases after and does manage to get the glimpse back. They gotta finish up Pure, but he hits an RP. Oh, nobody else is here, sadly.
Yuragi gets some revenge. That's a big kill to get. These are high net worth kills, and suddenly, who's at the top of that chart for OG there, Cap?
I mean,
a little pitter-patter action goes a long way.
Yuragi, but he's still behind the 2 cores of
Recovery Midas is a Recovery Midas. Decent high ground hold here from OG. That's not an easy fight to win into the Arcane Rune Storm.
You didn't say it was a Recovery Midas. You said it was a Mortician's Midas.
Well, I mean, it's recovered into a Recovery Midas. That's how good the recovery was.
Come back from death.
He ain't dead yet. Auras from DM, proving to be too much for BetBoom to punch through. And damn, you wish you had that RP in the middle of the fight, right? Yeah. That Doom finally turns the conveyor belt off, and OG can get some revenge.
I mean, Yuragi's damage does not look great, but winning a fight like that, oh, never mind. I was just about to say, it could be a chance for a comeback here. BCM does have his Manta. They see him, though. It's just going to be another charge. Does manage to duck away into the trees, TP out, and they will not get him. BZM is away. Whew, good, close call, but a good one. He gets out. I was going to say, if he can get to his nullifier on Yuragi, now that's when you can actually feel the damage kicking in.
And the Pugna answer. You just go on the Pugna on the back line, you nullify him, instantly take him out of that engagement. It's pretty hard to react because the Linken's is going to remove the charge of the Orchid jump. That is a good way for OG to take these fights. Yep. And then all of the time Seb has been buying with the utility, right? Now that actually is yielding you something because you're getting backline pickoffs. That's how this lineup's supposed to function. That is all OG are trying to build now. You're saying when that nullifier is done, it is done. Yuragi's just going to buy it out here. I mean, he is recovered in this game. This is what the Midas and all the space has been there for, to give them a chance and a shot in this late game scenario. If you can get there, they're getting there. I feel like if they find the Pugna and they get the Doom on the mag, the fight honestly doesn't look too bad.
And just kite around the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the Terrorblade's not too scary in this game.
Man, he really is just too tanky.
God, I hate Sub.
That was such a visceral reaction.
Dude, every time you go on Seb, he either tries to high-five you, he drops a chat wheel, or you know he's laughing in real life. And sometimes it's all three. Just die with dignity. You know?
Well, he's laughing because he's not going to die.
Yeah, that's why he's so annoying. That's why I had him in my top 3 most annoying players of all time.
Wait, was he number 1?
No, he was number 3.
But you already listed 2 others.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
him and Schofield.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so who's number 1?
That's a good question. You will finish up the blink here, though. So now you have some initiation power to go with all the tankiness that Seb has. This makes the fight a bit easier for OG. I mean, we're talking about the backline assassination. You have the Weaver with the nullifier, and now you have multiple blinks for OG. You have blink on DM, blink on Seb, the jaunts from Yuragi. There's a huge amount of backline close here. Like, absolutely huge. That burst is going to come through instantly. So who's going to save? That's the question.
Who saves the save?
Who watches the watchman? Who saves the save? Who sucks the suck? GPK. The best vision you can get.
High ground hero.
Even as a gem. Nightfall standing
all
close.
the way around. I mean, they may not be expecting this. Pure, he's going to be the one to break the smoke, and he managed to blink backwards before the initiation. The charge on through. Toronto Tokyo instantly going for the Doom. They're going to try and target him with the Scotty and everything, but he can have a chance to be able to get off his ultimate, so Nightfall has to change targets. Meanwhile, BCM assassinates the backlines. Both supports are dead. Doom finally does go out. Pure, he's going to have to deal with that, but Nightfall is still not to be trifled with. OG playing on the edges of the team fight, but really can't just take it to the Terrorblade. Not yet, anyway. Oh, we got him with the skewer!
What?
Pure still found him!
What? Yo, someone check the scripts on this guy's computer, man. Like, was this some back or what?
That is not normal.
That is... This man ain't normal. He ain't built like the rest of us.
Well played, Pure.
Has a Lincoln's of his own up with that Titan Sliver. He hits hard too.
Rocky poking at him. RP! Lock down the Weaver. Do they have the damage? Hit him with the skewer, and that's enough. Oh, Yuragi, you know, he was getting back into the game. He thought, maybe I can play with them a little bit while they're doing this Roshan.
Pure didn't come to play.
No, he did not.
Pure came to slay.
All he does is slay.
He's absolutely destroyed this game and put BetBoom on his back. 9-2 and 10, 260 CS. Utility, initiation, control, he does it all. What a performance. Aegis and Cheese to BetBoom. Cheese on the Storm, that's as good as a second life, and Aegis on Nightfall, that is going to be your siege mechanism here. Finishes up his own nullifier on top of the 3,000 HP. I don't know if you can burst him. You have a double damage on BZM. That's going to be nice for the next fight, but you need to keep your Weaver alive, and you need to get that Doom probably on the Magnus or the Storm. And what do you do about this Terrorblade? I guess you're going to try and lasso him in on one life and then take the fight on the respawn. It's risky though because Pure he's fishing.
I see what you're talking
Yeah, you
about.
see that? You see that right there? Instant double chat wheel with then a high five, little smirk, give him the tip. I mean, oh my god, getting PTSD.
This is gonna sting.
It's so annoying.
I think my favorite part about Seb is that he does it with hero lines, so it changes. Doesn't have to be just a, you know, like some player chat wheel line or something.
Nice little shard for him too. I mean, probably not the best one they were hoping for, but shard's a shard. I mean, maybe the big answer for OGs is they can get the Taiga Ags. We haven't talked about Taiga too much this game, but I mean, that's pretty much what happens when you're playing Disruptor on the losing side, right?
Yeah.
There's not much you can do except try and get the Ags and pray you get there. He's kind of close. He has Philly running. So he can always sell Glimmer for a clutch fight as well. That is an option, right? Something to consider.
I always wonder when you're in this position, when you're kind of controlling the game, if it's actually ever worth it to go back and do your Tormentor. Feels like you give up a lot of time out on the map, you know?
I think if you have really good ones, it's worth it. But if they're kind of whatever shards, then
Yeah, what did they get?
planar pocket.
Planar pocket.
Not a bad planar pocket team.
Yeah,
Can
against Doom.
Get that Doom, get the lasso even. The lasso's definitely the harder one, but hey, you'll take anything to get here. And the siege has begun. 2 minutes left on this Aegis. You're gonna have to kill him twice. How much do you want to commit for the first time? Or just give him the racks.
I guess so. Guess they feel like they just can't fight into the Aegis, but BetBoom, they'll keep going. They still have a little less than half of their meta to go.
Well, they're gonna try and smoke flank here. They really want to find the backline. They want to find GPK or Pure if they can get it.
I mean, even if they win this fight, though, the damage.
GPK has such a good position, but
GPK to get him away before the lasso. They're going to be able to get the Disruptor first. A massive kill. They're going to be able to get Seb next. Now, they do kill the Pugnut, but honestly, who cares?
Well, Save cares.
The killers are still up from BetBoom, and they're chasing for more. Toronto Tokyo goes after the Doom. DM stomps, does control up the Storm Spirit. RP, though, locks the two of them together. And now the Doom is dead, and he skewers them together with Taiga. They keep on going, and Yuragi's sitting there throwing bug after bug at these heroes, but they will not be stopped. Or maybe they will. BZM, no, he still had a BKB. Pure was holding on to that one. Harpoon back into the charge. Beautiful stuff from BetBoom.
This man ain't playing. He's exterminating. Pure came with the insecticide, shut down Yuragi, and has just destroyed OG in every fight, tanking the Doom and still having teamfight impact because it lasts so long. OG could not find that jump on GPK. Seb almost had him, but GPK actually just ended up jumping Taiga first because he got revealed on that ward. Almost just unlucky, right? You wonder what happens if Seb can get that lasso. But that is the advantage that Pure has generated for BetBoom here, and it's paying off. Hex done for GPK, making the Weaver's life even harder. Aegis up for 30 seconds. MKB done for Nightfall. Can you defend this throne right now? You don't have BZM.
Seems like it's hard, but if they get the right kind of stuns, maybe? Good use of the Ogre Steel Club to be able to disengage. Used it a couple times last fight. They just have to play with them. Poke, they're not going to be able to win the fight, but maybe they can stall and distract BetBoom.
I mean, there's another meta up. Nightfall is going to commit. He wants to end this game, and Pure is still...
Skewer, Seb's dead. No buyback.
There's that Hex. Going to work. You're gone, sir.
He's going to buy back. Static Storm does go out. DM, though. Boy, he dies so damn fast. And again, Yuragi, like, the damage... Maybe it looks good against some supports, but these cores are untouchable. Even the Fountain will not save you, it seems. While Toronto Tokyo does end up dying. Get one final kill before they GG out. BetBoom. Even out the series in the end. A dominant game 2 by them. Through and through, Pure. Gotta be